Alright. Back at it again just to make sure that we got everything working here. I have to look at all the levels because I'm crazy and things don't just always break on me. Also, I just want to come back to this game because it's really interesting. Okay. Looks like everything's not blowing up on me. Nice, nice, cool. Alright, let's get started. Now, for what I remember, we had the haunted, so we failed to heal her. We had the cheater because she stabbed me. We had the opportunist because we stabbed her in the heart, and then we had the whole thing where she kind of like we were part of the same, and then we went to the cabin, and then the cabin was also her, and then we stabbed her again, or she killed us. Whichever one happened. Let's go over up and see what the hero likes, right? Let's see what the hero has considered. What do we have here? Inner world. Oh yeah, and then we had a full reset, right? I don't think we have anybody anymore. After her just like straight as killing us. Is there anything new? Have you considered that maybe okay with the world ending? Reward. Ah, perfect. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la
That's
revolution.
the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
No, let's hit tab. I think this is gonna be the same. Everything looks the same too. I don't see anything different. The cabin still looks pretty similar.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is...
Okay, yeah. Everything's still super similar. Let's take the blade and then let's free the princess this time. Oh wait, do I want to take the blade? Yeah, the blade? I mean, I guess we could use it to pry it open. Sure, whatever. We'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
And we enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open.
It looks like everything's still normal. Nothing has changed. Everything's still the ground. We had a full reset. Let's continue down the stairs. Well, no, let's continue down. Well, it's chicken in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Are you here to kill me or something? Nuh-uh. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
Okay, alright, down bad hero. I understand.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okay, hero. I know I said I was going to follow you this time around, but maybe we should think about it. But yeah, I guess we should drop it. At least it's in the room with us, right?
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Well, she already knows we were trying to...
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yeah, but at least it's in the room this time, right?
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship. Are you coming on to me? No. I want to get you out of here. Because you're supposed to end the world. people out there who think you're going to end the world. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
You know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
Okay, hero, calm down, calm down.
Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Interesting. Okay, so still doesn't really give me a straight ass answer, do you? I'm here because it's supposed to end the world. People out there who think you're going to end the world. How long you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? You're gonna end the world. What do you say about?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
She said that in a different tone than the last time.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Just
If
like
I'm
a
supposed to be
different
capable of
composure
ending the
completely
world, then how did
than
I
the
wind
last
up
time I asked
here,
her.
chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me. No, I'm sure there are reasons for keeping information secret from me. To be honest, I'm not inclined to trust you that I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
Okay, calm down, narrator. I'm trying to probe some information.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Well, how do I know that you're not gonna, kill me?
Fine. What do you want to know?
Man, she's completely different. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Completely
Note
different.
the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
It's fair. It's fair. How long you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
And how would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
I mean, it'd be pretty metal if we did.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for now. I can get to know you better and try to decide what to do. Let's examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Eh, calm down, narrator. Calm down. I'm working things out.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
It's true. It's facts. And there isn't a key besides me cutting you out of here. Check upstairs. Maybe there's a key. You know what? I think there's a metal idea. I think there's a cool way of getting out of here.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
See? He understands.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
This is a really different view of her. which is funny.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Yeah.
Your shouts and pleas are met
Hey,
with
let
silence.
me out of here.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
That seems legit. Well, turn the bottom of the stairs, I guess.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Okay, calm down, narrator. We can
Easier
figure this
for
out.
whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They sure did.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Alright, calm down, narrator. Well, just, a little bit off the top.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's
Ugh.
arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
That's pretty metal.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Okay, calm down, narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh, he took control.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh my god. He took control.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Okay, narrator, hear me out. We gotta keep going.
The blade. Move the blade.
What if we don't?
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid
sure
it
was.
is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Okay. Well, that was one. So that happened.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ooh, it's a
And
little
at
bit
the end
more
of that path
raspy.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
But I totally
Don't forget
died.
what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
See? This guy gets it.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
So now we have somebody who just dislikes the narrator.
You
Okay.
know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Skeptic me and then
And
hero
as far
me,
as
huh?
trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Let's assume you're telling the truth and what really did happen really happened. Why would I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Okay, but hear me
The
out.
absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
Technically, you got me killed.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us.
It's true. You
That
did.
doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Alright, calm down, narrator. Calm down.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill
Well, you did.
it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me?
I mean,
Because
this
if I
isn't mean to
really
you.
did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
I don't know, professional.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything?
It's
If
true.
you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean, I died.
What do
came
you
back,
mean?
Died,
Of course there weren't
came
any
back.
consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started.
Not like an
That
immortal
sounds pretty
circle.
consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
It's about the time you
If
wind
it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
You know,
Do you think the people
the
there
usual.
lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What
It's
a
true.
conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
It's true.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles.
Are you, That's true, he is.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Yeah. Well, let's just keep going to the cabin. We can talk to all three
A
of you.
warning.
All
before
the
you go
voices
any
in my head.
further.
Huh, still
She
going.
will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
I sure did.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
You know what? Now you're cool with me, skeptic. You understand. You know. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and
Oh.
more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone
So
walls,
we have like a
and thick,
prisoner thing.
wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, it's all different the last time. What, the mirror? What do we approach the mirror? Is the mirror still?
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
I mean,
You reach forward and rub
And it's
your
still
hand
gone.
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
we still
Now
have
it's
the voice of the
gone.
hero.
If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
So let's go without the blade this time and see what we get differently.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Okay,
Are
skeptic.
you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again? Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that.
Oh.
Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon, because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
No, hear me out.
Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Alright, Skeptic. Well... Don't I get to say here?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Okay, other me. Very
You do
forceful.
exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
True.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Okay. Oh, so I didn't know the voices could also, like, just alter your
The door to
movements,
the
huh?
basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
There's a lot more
Her voice,
visiting.
harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Feels like it.
You walk down
Oh,
the
she's
stairs
changed
and lock
even
eyes
more.
with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Wow, okay, so they bind her more this time around. Okay.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
No, hear me out, right? We're still on the down bad arc. We still gotta do... We did the whole killing her last time. And now we're trying to do the save part. Well, I'm just saying.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there will be something so obviously useless. That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Alright, calm down. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you know how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. I'm just going to leave her here. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Okay.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's fair.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Okay. Alright, calm down, hero. Sit where she told us.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers this? What happened after I died last time? Another chain on the wall. Who was it for? What would you have me do? Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
That's fair. So she does remember her
I
past
guess what
lives.
you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
So he always knows. Okay.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you
Right.
heroically slay the princess, and in the process you
Heroically, I don't
save the
know.
entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
You mean the one where you forced me to stab somebody?
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Okay, narrator.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
Because you're just screwing with us.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
No, narrator. You could just be straight with us. You don't have to do that to us.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
You know, Skeptic Me, you're right.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh. That's kind of sad.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
The narrator doesn't remember, but the narrator knows there are multiple copies of himself. Only we remember, like, all the past. I guess including the princess.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
That's fair. Okay.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Okay, narrator.
I won't.
Ah.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Man.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
God, I forgot she can't hear the voices, so she's just staring at me having an internal battle with 3 other me's. I see my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? What happened after I died? What happened after we died?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
That's fair.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things
True.
work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Does like the world just change around her then and just materialize?
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That's that. You know what? It's fair. We don't know how the whole immortality circle thing really works. You're asking about my intentions in the wall. What do you want? What would you have me do? You know what? What's under the chain for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
That's fair.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Like, calm down, narrator. I didn't say I was gonna do it. Asking my attention. No, what would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
Oh yeah, probably my chest.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Alright, skeptic.
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing,
But what if we did?
whatever
though?
she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
But she already knows that if I died, the door is still closed, and she can't get out. I'd assume she knows that.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
That's fair.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
It's true, that could also be the case. I'm asking my attentions. I'm not giving you the weapon. You realize that I have as much reason to trust you as you to trust me. I'm not giving you in case you forgot you killed me with that last time. I'm trusting you. You want to leave? I'm going to be the one with the weapon. I think I'm just going to leave here, actually. Yeah, she did kill me.
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue.
Right.
The last time we met, your body tried to kill me.
Sure did.
If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable.
Okay, alright, it's fair.
So, be a good bird and hand it over. And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence.
Yeah, I
If you come
understand.
near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
I mean, at least she's giving us what's straight.
Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others.
Okay, hear me out, narrator. At least she's telling me what she's gonna do to me. You're the one throwing us in circles.
Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, you know what? That's facts. That's pretty true. You know, I can applaud you for that. Tried to kill me that way. Did try to kill you last time. What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Yeah, but then I can take up your
Is she
head,
forgetting
though.
about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
I mean, she could survive a
You're
beheading.
right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
It's true. How much reason to distrust you? If you don't give it up now, then I'll have no choice but to slay you. The only chance of anyone should be negotiating here is not you, me. I mean, screw it, right? Why just give her the weapon? Right? Let's see what happens. She's been straight with us so far.
Slide it over.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You're holding us
You
again.
tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world. Right?
It sure did.
Rory tried to take over her body. Exactly.
Get
If
done.
I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
I mean, kinda.
A little.
I mean, yeah, you're right, Hero. I mean, it still kinda hurts when you do
I
it.
think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
Yeah?
She pulls up her hair,
Oh.
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own.
Yeah? Okay, that's pretty metal.
Ah,
No, hear me out, Hero. Just gotta watch it. Just gotta...
her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage.
Ugh.
At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
I mean, like, she was pretty
So
cool. They're
that's
putting up her arm.
Killing herself?
I don't know.
She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder,
Ugh.
and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
Hero. You do not simply just put a head back.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Nice.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. We should take her with us, don't you think?
Probably.
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world.
I mean, she did do that herself.
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
It's true.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax.
No, narrator.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
Good thing he's good.
I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Calm down. We just have to figure out all the options. Let's take the princess.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin. Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved. She didn't. She's dead.
She twitched.
But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
I mean, you gotta leave the cabin, right?
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
What is it?
Well played.
We did it.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
Oh,
over?
it's gone.
Is he gone? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Okay.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
It is colder. Well? But did I get a chance to respond? Nor will you ever. My memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I guess that was one of the things we had to do. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Trust me, we've been here before, and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
No, calm down here.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Alright, calm down, skeptic. Alright, calm down. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Feels too good to be true.
Okay, alright, skeptic me. You just gotta believe in me. You got this. We have this. And then you still see our really messed up hand. You've grown. Feels like we're getting more and more twisted. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Alright.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Are you the same being as much before, or how much have you changed? I mean, she's no longer like an open chest and like severed arms, right? Once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? You get back as if I have invisible walls close around me. Why can't I not do the same things I've done before? You kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
That's fair. Feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? Are you the same before? Is you much more? What does it feel like to be changed like this? You know, do you know what you want to do? This invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do the same things before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay, alright. So you can't retread old things, so everything's gonna be new then, huh? Okay. That's interesting. It seems before you know how much have you changed? When is all this done? What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
True?
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. I mean, she's still missing a neck. She's almost done, I would assume. Disarray enough with all this pretension. How many more vessels do you need to bring you? What do you feel about me? I don't want to hurt you, but more times I go back, the worse I fear things will get. Do you have any preferences on how you would like to change or grow? You know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was.
That's fair, okay. That makes sense, I guess.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
I guess every new body changes her personality.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I mean, I keep getting more and more monstrous. No, I don't know what's going on. I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. All this, alright, I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay.
We will meet again.
Bring the prisoner's head to her. The hero and the
You're
prince.
on a path in the wood.
And we're back to being the same again. Alright. Well. We'll just silently keep walking through.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
And we're back here to the cabin again. We'll just keep on going through.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and wall...
Let's not take the blade. Because last time we took the blade and it made her hostile. And we tried to kill her. What if we don't take the blade and then just try to free her normally? That's probably not the path, right? I think we're still going on that, try to free her path.
The door to the basement creaks open,
We'll just continue downstairs.
You're still listening.
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
So,
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have...
like I've gone through all of these, I think. Yep, with the
Oh.
name. Because she doesn't remember her name, she's going to be called Princess. And she doesn't know her name. You probably know that you're locked down here for a reason, and she doesn't know. Right?
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
A reason that she doesn't know. Well, what have you been eating? Drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Let's do a lot of things. This lady, you're apparently supposed to end the world. I'm going to keep you locked away. I'm sorry. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. I'm completely keeping you down here. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Oh. Supposed to end the world. But I wanted to know for myself. I'm not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone.
Do you like the world, though? Well, it's supposed to end the world. No, but I'm sure there are reasons we can have permission to seek from me. Which is why I don't think you're dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Okay.
Thank
That's a new
you
one.
for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
That's fair.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There isn't a key. Do you have any idea to check upstairs? This key's still lying around.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Right.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
But this one, she has a different demeanor, though, right? About
If
cutting
we
her
were
arm
stuck
off.
down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay, but this time we don't have the knife.
Is someone else here?
Let me
Your
out of
shouts
here.
and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
This is where the narrator just takes in railroads us, huh? I mean, we gotta
You
explore
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Well, I guess we just gotta go back down.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
We were gonna grab the
Easier
blade.
for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
You put us in this mess, narrator.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
I sure did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Ah.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
That's pretty metal, though. I'm not gonna lie.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Interesting. You just throw the blade. He just throws the blade anyways. Would that still throw us in the same loop? Let's try to save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Okay. I mean, she was already starting.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
So we did the slave art.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
But it's a different demeanor.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her
Oh,
gaze meets
that
yours,
whole bloody
blood
mouth
from her
smile.
wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
It's true. She's pretty crazy.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Well, I mean, we gotta approach the locked door, right?
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
And he's gonna take
What?
control again.
What are you doing?
This can give me the skeptic again, wouldn't it? What does it think?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Okay.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held
Oh.
low, ready to sink into her heart.
It takes over completely.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Oh, he takes full control at this one. It's a little different. And you resist again.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Okay.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh?
Oh
different.
no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Alright, calm down, hero.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
Oh no.
And you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
That's like she's enjoying it.
I'm sorry.
Oh god. Oh no.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
She kept
I'm so
stabbing
sorry.
me. She just kept stabbing me. Why? Just stab me in the head or something.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
She just kept stabbing
Can't
me.
just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Now, are those real tears or are those crocodile tears? That's my question.
You're on a path in the
Oh.
woods, and
We're
at
back
the end
here?
of that path is a cabin. And in the
Why is
basement of that
bad
cabin
sounding, though?
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. I'm getting terrible deja vu. I mean, we already did this one. But, they always... I'm wise here, Trix. I know you know everything.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first
I
time.
know you know. You're just another
If he doesn't
you.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Oh.
If we're going
Oh,
to
no.
save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh god, no. There's another one. There's another down bad one. I didn't think there was gonna be
Our
another one.
beloved?
Oh, hero. I thought you were the worst. There's the worser one.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Oh no.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him
Does he include the
specifically.
narrator?
Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Who's the other?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh, he's even more cringe. Let's just go to the cabin. I don't know, man.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
He's a hyper simp. Oh no.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I think he does too. It hurts.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Oh, hero, I'm so sorry. I didn't think there was a worse one.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Oh, they sure are.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's just go to the cabin. I didn't think there was a guy who was more down bad than the hero. Oh no.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, he still hasn't said anything about the mirror. He really can't see the mirror, right? Do we want to get... Oh man, I really don't want to hear that guy talk. Let's just go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
We're still monstrous.
But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Right. Okay, other me, just calm the hell down. Well, we went down this path. We're not gonna take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Still, I mean, it looks a lot more pristine than the other one.
voice carries up the stairs.
One she was savage, the other one she was a super prisoner. The other one was a warped one, and this one's like a royal prison.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts, other me. Why are you like this?
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Oh, it hurts.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Oh, they made her features more softer. That's interesting. Because the other one, she was more skeptical and more serious. If you choose this one without the knife, it just looks more soft.
My
They blended her
love,
features.
we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Oh, Oh, dude, shut up.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
No, you're... Oh my god,
Your
dude.
spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
I mean, you kind of stabbed me, like, I don't know, a couple
Did
times.
you hear
in the
that?
chest.
She said we're dashing.
I said shush. Other me. Where's the option of me just stuffing my own mind with my own hand?
And she called us a hero.
Okay, hero, don't...
Flattery
be
really
bought
goes
into.
a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's what we told
That's
you.
right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Technically.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
No, she did stab us like, I don't know, 10, 12 times in the chest.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Okay, calm down, Eric.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Yeah, it
Nothing
resets.
resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I wonder the narrator is like out of the loop, right? He thinks the world ends, but something else is happening.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Ah, shut up, dude. It gets worse every time.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
I mean, we still have to think not logically here.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I'm still waiting for that button just to choke this guy out.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Oh, and you too, narrator. I don't trust you either. Well, I'll have you in the background. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
No, that's fair. That's kind of what I imagined. Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess?
No.
She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Corrupted.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Oh, this guy still hurts me every time he talks. No, no. Don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or another about the world ending. Honestly, the world kind of sucks. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Oh, my God, dude.
Not so sure.
Let's see. You killed me last time and hurt a lot. I didn't bring a knife. You cut you out again. So I don't know what happened last time. The narrator who sent me to kill you took over my body. You did hurt. Like a lot. Yeah, let's go with I didn't bring a knife.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Yeah, but what knife though?
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Okay, dude. There's still a chain around her. We still gotta take that out somehow.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
It's kind of weird.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
She did smile when we rip off her arm, so I don't know. I mean, you gotta calm down. She also kind of like stabbed us a bunch.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Alright, now everybody say calm down. I'm sorry about what happened last time. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
What, stab me like, I don't know, 12 times in the chest?
Did we?
Well?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
I think you're messing up the facts a bit there.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
She did stab us. I mean, we didn't tell her to stab us. She just kind of took the knife and just plunged it in our chest. Like, 1 billion times. Nera sent me here to kill you and took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
She just kind of took it, yeah.
That's because she's perfect.
No. I told you to shush. You don't get a voice.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
No, I mean, there's kind of different versions
I
of
think
you.
he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I mean, okay. Okay, I give you that one. Well, I mean, you gotta rescue the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You're what? I would if you had a weapon.
Oops. That was my B.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay, calm down, Shakespeare. You don't need a body count.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
It's true.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Did she willingly have that on her? What? Why would she You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Alright, down, bad me. You just gotta calm
I'm
down.
free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Yeah, indeed.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Like, what are the odds, right? That like her jaw unhinges, it just bites into my neck like a vampire.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
We have realized if what's
That
next.
sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Okay.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
There's gotta be something,
I like to
right?
think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I'm kind of moping about it.
Will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
I mean, yeah, I could see that.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about
She
this.
could have looked the entire time.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see.
Yep,
Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
that's fair.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Yeah, I kind
Oh
of knew.
no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
For sure, we're
She's
supposed
right.
to.
It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Okay, dude, you gotta calm down, man. We gotta, like, honestly.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
It's true.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
I still feel like her jaw's just gonna unhinge like a snake and eat us.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
No, I'm
I'm
not.
just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, you know what, hero? I feel it. I feel you. Do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and
And
the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you she could do it.
what? It's not
You,
locked.
princess, make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Okay. I mean, we've already gone this far into it, right? We can't just slay the princess.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
It's okay, narrator. I hate you too.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
I guess so.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Really? That easy, huh? No craziness? No nothing?
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
And everything just closes off again.
Where did he go?
Narrator's gone.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Dude, calm down. What did I say about calming down?
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Are we a bird person? What are we? Oh, it's another body. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. When will you ever? It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No,
Is
no.
that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is at the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Just trust me. We've always been here before.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Now, for you, my friend, you will die. I say friend, acquaintance, other part of me I kind of find this cringe. You will die. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Hey, calm down, calm down, calm down. Approach the mirror. We gaze into your reflection. Sounds reaches forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. I've grown worse. You're withered. Looks like I've become more monstrous the more we keep going. You find yourself in a long, quiet, once again. We proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. We approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Okay.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can be contradictory. Contradictions don't exist. Can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I mean, I don't resent you. It just feels kind of weird. It just makes me like you more. I don't know what it says about me. I think I'm the freak. Am I the monster?
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Okay. Everything you say feels like a riddle. You can't be contradictions don't exist. Can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
That's fair. Okay. Everything you say is like a riddle. You contradictions don't exist. What do you think of me? I've become more monstrous.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Oh. So my vessels are the ones I bring her. Okay, okay. It feels like a riddle. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
I guess she only knows what the princess knows, and the princess only knows whenever I die, it's still a dungeon for her. So she actually doesn't know what happens, right? I'd assume.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay, alright. I mean, I'm trying to think how many more endings I haven't even done yet. Only one when we finish? How many vessels do you need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I don't know. Well, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bring the damsel.
You're on a path in the
And we're
wood.
back here. I'm talking about only reasons because she's locked up. Right, she take all my memories. Alright, well, we'll just silently go to the cabin. I'm trying to think. What haven't I done yet? Well, I can't redo them, right?
You make your
Apparently
way up the short path to the cabin.
Can't redo things, right? Or make it back to the cabin. I haven't given her the vessel of the one I killed, right? The one I've been cheated with. That's the one I haven't given her. So we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from.
And we enter the basement. I'll continue
Good.
downstairs.
You're still listening to reason.
I guess we'll just steal our nerves.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tight.
And then we'll slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
And of course, yeah, that's it. They force you not to go to the other ones. Of course, she's dead.
Yes, Exactly. It's over.
So the options are grayed out if you already done them. Okay. So I guess I haven't done all the slaying part of them yet. Interesting.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we did.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Yeah, got
But
blood in
that
my
day
hand.
isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Well, hero, we did just like
You
super
open
kill
the cabin
somebody.
door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far
So the
away.
narrator does screw you. What a rat.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
The narrator screwed us all along? Oh my god. I'm out
What's
of here.
done is done. And there's no going back now.
No.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
No, narrator. You know what? You screwed me.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still trying to figure this out. Oh, do you have any idea how we get out of this? Of course we are. I don't know.
I do.
How do we get out of here?
But you're probably not going to like it.
Oh. You know, hero, I understand.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh, we super could.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
I mean, you did promise me a reward, and you screwed me on the reward. I mean, this is the only way to reward myself.
He's right.
I'm just saying.
It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
It's true. The narrator is always the rat who always tries to manipulate everything. And now I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, just like the Stanley Parable. Ah, man.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
You know, hero? Yeah, you're right.
Don't you dare.
No. I dare. Oh, I hella dare. He's gonna blade, kill us. Wouldn't we be dead? Yeah, I'm in that. Anything get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Calling me an ingrate? You want me to live forever in the middle of nowhere?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Oh gosh, you decayed really fast.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Just throw him the bird as I die. We gotta deal with ghosts.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Who's the new...
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Happened already? Okay, no. What am I doing here? Well, yeah. Yeah, I know your ways are trick.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Oh, yeah, just get it depressed me. Oh, no.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Oh, no. The other me's depressed me? I mean, yeah, I guess. We were living eternity in the cabin. I guess the other me would be a depressed me. Let's assume we're telling the truth. I'm bothered.
Those are two very different questions. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died.
No, listen, we
listened to you plenty.
Yeah.
We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Man. I mean, yeah, it's kind of what happened.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Do you, though? I mean, you locked us in a room, in a void.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I feel like you're just actively screwing me, dude.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started.
True.
That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
They kept screwing us every time.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Well, I mean, that's an answer that you know, narrator.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Well, we didn't fail.
It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Oh, okay, alright. Depressed me? Like, okay, you're going to dangers, you're going to some madness there. I mean, I thought you were depressed, but I think you're starting to go crazy. Yeah, calm down.
Just stay focused, will you?
Depressed me, he's starting to go to dark places. I have to make sure I put him on a watch list.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Depressed me is the type of person you have to like make sure that they make sure they don't fully snap. They're like the inner demon that you just push away.
She won't be a problem.
Oh, okay. Well, we might as well keep going.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
So, we got the haunted house version, huh?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
We did kill her. I mean, you're right. What happened to the mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
It's true, he's right. But I care whether we're being lied
As
to.
do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm gonna approach the mirror. I'm gonna do what I want.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
And we wipe.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Still got my claw bird
It
head.
was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Alright, depress me. You gotta put it down a bit more. Just take the blade. Yeah, do what.
You
what he
take the
did.
blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Let's go on down.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
To be fair, depress me did live through killing himself. So I don't know, man. He's going through some things.
The room below is silent.
Plus, the entire room is taking up a whole haunted room aesthetic.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
It's true, she's still dead.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
No, yeah, dead in
It's
the dead.
just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Oh?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
No, that's fair. I did do that.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
But you still chained as a ghost, right? Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How
Oh, no.
absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh my god, depress me. Calm down. He's so out of it. Oh no.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah, I did kind of stab you.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Ooh.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
But you don't understand, depress me. Killing her doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. Let's just wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Yeah, we did.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I was trying to tell you in the woods. It already happened. We killed her. You know why you came back? Stop playing victim. You did it to me last time. Really last time you should have done that. Now you wanted to kill me. Sorry the way I make it up to you. We already killed
Yes,
her.
obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
How do you kill a ghost?
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
I mean, yeah, facts, Hero. You're speaking the truth.
You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you? And then what?
You're just gonna trap us in the
And
void
then
again?
you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option.
Nothing happened.
What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
Oh, okay, Cole. I mean, put away the murderous intent. We're just gonna talk about it.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Uh-huh. And me, I'm sorry I killed you. You want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of revenge fantasy? Wanted me to dead, tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. I knew I would end up having to talk to you again. Would have slain you. Like you are what happened. I killed you. The cabin I wanted to stay teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. We stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. Let's start off with you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
That's fair.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. And not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Oh.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
Oh.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
You know about the
Wherever
other
I'm
side?
supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And
Yeah.
how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Okay, calm down. I'd rather not be trapped in a hypervoid. Okay, help you get home? You bury the bones?
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
That's fair.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
It's true.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could
You're
probably
right.
hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
It's a bit finger twitch.
That'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Well,
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
I do have different voices in my head. Could be.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
That's true, depressed me.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
It would be funny. I mean, I laugh. It'd be temporary, right? You leave. I'll let you do this. I still get control. But what happens even after you leave this place? I was told you end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's true.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She is right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
We did kill her without hearing her out. I don't mean to believe that. How could I have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to a heart?
Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, That doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic.
And I was also punished and sent to the void. I forgot that. Didn't think I'd forget about that, narrator.
Threats come in all shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea.
You did send me to an eternity.
You were chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, Killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore, wouldn't you say?
That's fair. I mean, you're still a ghost. Can't really do much as a ghost. Oh, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That's my question. Well, what do you want to do when you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
It's gonna be me, isn't it?
Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
Now that it's gone.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when it's someone that's dead.
Yeah, that's fair.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
That's a tough one. Some people have it figured out, and some people really, really don't. Just kind of go through life. I'll just leave it at that. Hey, victim, I killed you. I'm sorry I killed you last time. Alright, revenge man, because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. Try over here, make it up to you. I'm gonna talk to you again, I wouldn't have sling you. Yeah, you know what?
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again. If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It's true.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
I mean,
Like I said, I just want to go home.
what else is there? Yeah, I would have sling you. I died too, and I'm not floating around. Why am I different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
I super died.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
How do you feel?
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
I mean, I'm still like a bird person apparently. I have
But
feathers.
we've already been over that. So why don't you stop stalling and let me in? It's so cold out here.
Fine. If I knew I wind up and talk to you, you're dead, or at least mostly dead. Feeling out, I want to say it teleported. You just leave on your own.
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
That's fair. Dead. After I killed you, teleport. I don't think she really cares about us being gone. Shouldn't they call the main character Burb Guy? I mean, it is a Burb Guy. Apparently, I didn't know, but the down bad spitting guy told us we had plumes, like feathers. I'm going, well, I guess we're a bird. I'm out of ideas. Okay, well, let's get you out of here. Well, let's.
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so far.
Okay, all right. Violence is gonna get us the same place where
She's
we were
a
before.
ghost. Who says ghosts are immune to violence?
Okay, hold. Oh. Okay, violence isn't always the answer.
Common sense? There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter.
Fine, then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us.
It's true.
I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then?
We still have the possession thing on the table.
I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here.
I mean, that's the only way I could think of it.
We could. It would be something different. I like different.
See? You're coming around.
Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world.
And is that really so bad?
I mean, you're gonna take us to an infinite void. I mean, I'd rather take this one.
Yes, it is by its very definition bad.
But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, trapped in an internal cabin or having her possess us, I mean, it's both the same prison. Yeah. The answer is no. If you're really dead, then there really isn't much more for me to do, is there? Leave the cabin. Okay. Let's get you out of here.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Oh, she does it hungry, huh?
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Do you?
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Yeah?
See you soon.
Okay, well, you don't have to do me that face.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No. Oh, losing.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Ooh, that one felt really gruesome.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
I mean, you give me my vision back. Oh, there you
Your
go.
eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Ah, see? You know it too.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
That's fair.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
I mean, the other me's? Yeah, actually.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
No, you're kind of like a shard.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Are you really? You're just another me, of the same me, but of a different personality.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you really?
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
That's fair. He kind of is.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
They don't.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
I don't know about more important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Memory?
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Is he possessing me?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously,
Because I'm
Oh.
in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I keep pressing the button. My finger keeps twitching. I just need to keep my hand off of the mouse.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Yeah, calm down, calm down.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
See, like, at least she's nice to me. You haven't been nice to me, narrator. You've been trying to kill me. You even sent me to an infinite void.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
What do you mean too late? I'm already possessed. I'm already here. We just gotta go.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
No, he really hates you.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
Are you sure?
You don't know that.
I do.
Do you?
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
I'd imagine.
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
That's also
Yeah,
true.
but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
Exactly.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Alright, Colby, what's going on here?
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
Oh, he didn't even lock it this time. Okay.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's true. He hasn't done a lot to stop us.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
No, he's something in the bag.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
I have some generational hate.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
Oh, so her being here actually affects him.
And wine.
Well, oh yeah, guess.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
I don't think how. You want me to stab a ghost? I don't really have a way of killing a ghost. Just keep going forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
I think you probably care.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Oh, the narrator's the one draining me of my life, huh? You open the
Shit.
door.
But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open.
Oh?
You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see.
Oh?
Yes?
They're gone.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Oh?
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
He's gone.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
I don't think so.
We're still here.
True.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Alright, here, yeah, put it back some, okay? You can't start hurting yourself, but you're thinking too much about this.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Ella, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention it.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
This was where I meant to be.
Oh, she wanted to go back into the hair void, huh? Oh, yeah, that's about right. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No, you just calm down, hero. We've been through this before.
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
No, calm. I said calm down. Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Just calm
You
down.
don't need to comfort him.
Oh, all right, depress me. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
If you say so. Whatever makes you happy.
Oh, you already know all the me, don't you? You already know that's the end for you. Now you approach the mirror. You gaze at your reflection. Silence has reached forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, and you see what's in it. You're unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. We proceed to the cabin. And you're at the cabin. We approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Oh, so now she has the X on her chest. Like she has like that ghostly form now. So she uses every body we give her? Interesting.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Huh. The question, do you know what you really want to tell me? There's trees and stars and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
No, they die. Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You telling me nothing is nothing? I mean, I guess. Technically. As long as the idea is real, it's real. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me, some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. They kill you. Do you have a narrator?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Apparently, he's like a memory. Is it me or the music louder? Does the music get louder every time? He does, but I don't know why. But I know this for a fact. He does, I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, when I find him, you and I are really going to have answers. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. We're going to have, you and I are really... But I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Everything feels like a riddle. Do you have any thoughts of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
That's fair. You know what's going to happen when you awaken, vessels I need to bring you? You know what happens when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
And that's fair. Alright, time for me to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
So I have one more rotation, huh? Okay.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess. We're back here
You're
again.
on a path in the woods.
And then, well, all these questions are still the same. Alright, we'll just silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path.
And we'll proceed to the cabin. What haven't we done yet? I feel like we did most things.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Take the blade. We'll just... Have I done everything yet? I don't know. We'll just enter the basement then. Without the blade. I feel like I did all the sleigh ones.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a
This sleigh, let's just continue down the stairs.
good.
And now we're here. You gonna get me out of these chains? Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What haven't I done? What's your name? What you locked up for? Okay. At least for a little bit we can get to know each other and decide what we can do. Retrieve the blade. Retrieve the blade, go upstairs. Examine. We haven't done the keeper locked up one, right? Where we just leave and don't do anything? Yeah, at least for a little bit we can get to know each other.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Retrieve the blade. Get this place. Lock her in the basement. Let's go.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Okay.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You sure?
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
That's fair.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No, I'm seeing the plan of blocking her away.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your.
And we're just gonna go.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Oh.
Okay, we can make this work.
Okay, alright. So the barricade and we'll just stay here and
You
wait.
settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Oh.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
I mean, we don't have to.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Is it really though? I don't know.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Out of the many, I think this one is the craziest.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Oh?
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Oh, just leave you locked
You
up?
don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Oh, no, I made a big
It
enemy.
doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, it doesn't.
I think she's getting more pissed. Tell me all you want. Oh, it was easier to guilt my guilty conscience. You know, that was just act, wasn't it? You're really innocent, harmless. You're a princess. You're a monster. I'm just gonna go to sleep. You know what? I like that idea. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
That's not good.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
She seems kind of pissed.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Hey, narrator? Remember how you take auto control sometimes? Maybe this is a good time.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Oh, she's my paralysis demon, isn't she?
Whose side are you on?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
That's fair.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
I mean, you paralyzed me, I guess.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Got all.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Whose fault
A
is that?
shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
What are you?
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, okay. There's something else in here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
No, she didn't have eyebrows. No, you're right. She was really monstrous in that form. I feel like it's gonna get worse.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Oh no, she killed me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I mean, if she had the power to paralyze me and stop all my organs, I mean, what stops her from doing that again?
Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh no. My paranoia has caught up to me.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Well,
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said,
This is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
my paranoia, it's you and the hero this time. Let's assume we're telling the truth.
those are two very different questions, but
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me.
Second version.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen.
fair.
We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
You know paranoia me? You're right.
all we did was lock her away.
It's true.
And how'd that work out for you?
I heard.
No comment.
Yeah.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
and your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
I feel like it's gonna be the latter.
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
I mean, you still don't hyper kill us.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course, Emily, speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
Yeah, you know what? The whole paralysis thing kind of freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie. If she just has that power, what stops us from doing it every time?
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess left unhindered? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us?
The burp guy isn't just slaying the princess, he's just slaying. Exactly. Or being slain. What do you want from us?
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
No, narrator. I still don't super trust you. Well, there's nothing else to do. I just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
Oh yeah, she didn't try to lie and cheat. She hyper killed us. She super killed us. In fact, out of all of the things, I don't think she's ever lied and cheated. Well, no, she cheated once. She cheated once when she stabbed me after picking the knife back up. I think that's the only time. Other than that, she hasn't really done up anything else. That's telling anyone
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
And you're right, Paranoid. I don't even trust the narrator.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Man, choosing this last one's gonna suck, ain't it?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's just a bit silly like that. No.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
There sure was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Alright, Paranoid, calm down. You're picking me out.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Narrator, you weren't there. You don't know.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Right, you didn't see anything in the mirror. This whole cabin's different. Yeah, the mirror.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
You're right, Paranoid.
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Exactly. What? I mean, we got it, right? Why would you lie about it? I want to look at myself. And
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
well, I mean, we gotta do the mirror, right? Every time.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Well, We gotta wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Have I always been a bird? Was I never human? Huh.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to take the blade, right? It's going to suck. I already know this is gonna be a combat one.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This is gonna be the bad one.
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
It could break. I mean, steel can't lie, but it can't always save.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
You want to nuke her?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
I'm losing faith.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
I mean, you're right, Paranoia. I mean, we gotta go in now.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
No. This is gonna hyper suck, ain't it?
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
You never do.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I feel like she is the darkness narrator.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh, no.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Sure was. How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm gonna talk to her. I don't need a plan, I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think that I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists. Do I want to be a crazy ass and jump into the void? That'd be kind of funny. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
You know what? Let's be a crazy ass. Let's jump off of the void, right? Why not?
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. I thought we, No, you're right. I was curious. I thought, you know, living the void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I was just curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
I thought that'd be funny.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Interesting. Okay.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Yeah, we sure are.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
That's pretty bad.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
It sure isn't.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Alright, calm down, Paranoia. Calm down. We can figure this out.
Please stop saying
Somehow.
that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
I mean, technically, go left, go right. Go to the left where there's nothing, go to the right where there's eyeballs. And we're trying to find her, right? Technically? So I guess we're going to the right?
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh.
I told you I was going to find you.
That's a creepy ass image. Cool. Alright.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
So the paralysis demon, huh? That's cool.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
That's paralysis demon hitting me
And you
again.
brought a little knife with you. Cute.
Yeah.
has to be a way out of this. Think!
I mean, she paralyzes.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
What do you mean what you do?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Oh.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs.
Oh, paranoia, you're losing it.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Liver, nerves, heart,
Oh, paranoia, you're losing it. You're losing it hard.
heart.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Oh.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Oh. So paranoia is working through all our body functions? Oh no.
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Oh.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
God.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Nerves,
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
Why?
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
She only hits us with the paralysis though. Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
You don't have to.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Okay.
Princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Ain't gonna be that bad, right?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Oh,
Heart,
paranoia's going
lungs,
crazy.
Liver. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Hey, snap out of it.
Oh.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Oh
heart.
god. She's freaking out
Go back.
paranoia.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
One moment,
nerves,
and then you're
lungs,
gone.
liver, nerves,
Just
heart,
like
lungs,
that.
liver, nerves, heart,
Ah,
liver,
and
nerves,
there's the
heart,
fear.
lungs, liver,
Oh no.
She pulls away. Lungs, liver,
That wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
liver,
I've already done
nerves,
that.
heart, lungs,
True.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
What happened
liver,
after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
heart,
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
liver,
I sure was.
I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
liver,
Okay.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Being alive, then why are you threatening me with
lungs,
stairs?
liver,
And
nerves,
try being nice to me.
liver,
I am being nice.
heart,
You're alive, aren't you?
That's fair. I am alive.
You died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Oh, I sure am.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I was sent you to stop from destroying the world.
Nerves, heart, lungs.
If you want to work together, can you at least tear out the whole organ shutting down
I
situation?
am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Lungs, liver,
Oh, is she not doing it?
lungs,
Is it I'm just so scared of her that it's destroying my organs?
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
And if I let you out,
lungs, liver,
I refuse.
heart,
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try to kill you. You're the worst.
Nerves, heart,
The problem is I had to have her leave so she could get grabbed by those arms, right?
heart, lungs,
I think that's what I want to do.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
If I
liver.
let you out, what happens? You know, separate wings?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
Lungs, liver,
Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Are you sure about that, though?
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You know, it is me, not
We
you.
both know that you don't have a say here, so you should just look on the bright side.
I should.
I'm not sure what the bright side is for you, but I'm positive you can find it if you look hard enough.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
And if I refuse, what happens?
We're stuck down here together until you change your mind.
That's fair.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Oh,
Until
paranoia.
your heart finally gives out. When you die, I'll find myself somewhere new, and before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
That's fair.
A lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Yeah.
lungs, liver, nerves,
I'm starting to feel sorry for Paranoia, who's just going more and more insane.
nerves, heart, lungs,
We could be friends even.
Glad you're seeing things my way.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Okay, let's leave together.
heart, lungs,
What? No!
heart,
What do you mean no?
Will you come around? Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
lungs,
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and,
Do you think you could just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
It's true. He's right.
Shit.
Now, narrator, you're in a bad place. You're in a really bad place, narrator.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, with a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place.
I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, 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 lungs, liver.
Oops, sorry about that. It's my phone call.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
liver, nerves.
Trust having our back to her.
Oh, Paranoia. You can't shut off.
Wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right.
Yeah, Paranoia. You're the only reason why we're alive.
Nerves, heart, lungs,
Besides,
liver.
I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive.
He does need us alive. It's just the side of her is what's killing us.
Liver, nerves, heart,
How about,
liver,
how about you go first?
Why, are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now.
That's fair.
Besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
Okay, alright, alright.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
Yeah. Well, what else we have, narrator? This is the only way we gotta go.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
Oh, it is in dying distance.
You're almost there.
I'm going.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Oh, you're a rat.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
Oh, paranoia, don't... Paranoia.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating.
I know,
Heart,
paranoia. I feel you.
lungs, liver, nerves. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Trying to open the door?
Oh, look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world.
Well,
Nerves,
I think the door's locked.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
nerves, heart.
Well, try the door again.
You pull
Oh.
against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
It swings inward.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you?
Oh, paranoia. Paranoia. Paranoia.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her?
Oh, paranoia. You're slowing down. It's starting to get heavier.
I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Sure is.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her.
What happened to slay? What happened to kill?
It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
There's something I don't believe in you, narrator.
Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do?
Okay, hero, hear me out. I don't trust a narrator. Like, I really don't.
Oh, do you want to hear from me now?
Oh, paranoia, paranoia. Paranoia.
Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
Kinda do.
We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain?
No, wrong one.
Heart. Right, heart. Lungs.
Lungs.
Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
Oh, he doesn't remember the order that well.
You're terrible at this. I know. I'm doing my best.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things.
Okay, paranoia. Do we trust a narrator or do we trust the princess?
They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Don't trust him.
You know what, paranoia? Base. That's a base decision.
Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it?
Did this keep us from dying?
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down.
That was making our organs still shut down.
Thank you for your gracious show of support. But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Whatever. You heard what he had to say. So whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking.
Is it though? I don't know, narrator.
Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
God, the hero's really bad at this. The way he repeats it.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay?
Alright, okay.
Open the door.
We say screw the narrator and we go out the door.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. Liver, you bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed nerves.
And it goes away.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
And this was the end goal. The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Liver.
And then she is grabbed. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No!
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Alright, here we go through this every time. Just trust me.
It's calling us. And not in a good way.
Now, Paranoia, I understand you too. Just gotta go through it.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you?
Yeah, we can trust. You're me. You approach the mirror. You gaze into your reflection. Down as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you can see what's in it. What am I this time? You're nothing at all. But that isn't right. Is that a bird in the background? You can't be nothing. You refocus and you gaze and you see it. A figure. Painted and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
The narrator. A crack slides down to the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass into two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. The narrator, I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. Where are you? Oh, the narrator is a bird. A very messed up bird. You're not me, what are you? Dude, does that hurt pieces of brick? Sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Oh, pieces. Are you part of me or are you something else?
No, I am not a part of you.
Oh.
But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
All the mouthpieces move weirdly.
From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
I guess so. Oh? just keep breaking, huh? Interesting. Versions of you said that before, so really it's meaning you different yous.
You were, and it was by both necessity and design.
Interesting.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Okay.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
And another priest breaks. After everything you've done to us, you think anyone deserves to live? So you're the narrator. Priest saying, are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? That hurt me. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Every time I ask you something, wanting to slay princess, why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
That doesn't really answer my question.
And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Is he saying a piece? Wait, is there anything new up top? Do you have anything else to say? Answer your death, everything deserves to live. I was made to do a single task. You're the narrator. You're not me. Every time I ask you something, this thing contains depth. What is she? You know about the loopings, how many times have I met you? Denied it, even possibility. Know this? The people out there beyond the walls, they know what's the true identity. Would you want to get rid of the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
But it's a natural order of the world. Anything else after everything? The pieces help everyone get away. Every time you ask something breaks. Looping. What's your true identity? Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. And what? Do I need to know my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh. That's fair. God, I always knew I was special. You're the narrator. I was wondering if ever I could see you. Anything like me? You're not me. Any questions? As I heard when the pieces break. You said that she contains death. Every time I ask you something, your pieces breaks. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
I guess so.
And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
I guess you could say that.
Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
What part of that's a lie? Is everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Interesting. I don't want to be God. I just want to be me. Oh, special. Are you something like me? If you're not me, what are you? Means death. Are you a god or were you a god? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Okay.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Just the killer? Okay. Interesting. You want me to destroy the concept of transformation? How is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all?
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either.
Interesting, okay.
Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
But immortality is own curse. You made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. Say yourself, for all the hubris to live in a world without her? Anyone else know about this? Does anyone know about us? Generator, what are you? There's so many questions for you. Is brave? Every time I ask you something. Why couldn't you have told me all this when this helped you? I would have helped you. If she's capable of becoming whatever, it's because he's trying to kill the concept of death, but it's natural order. At least, supposed to be. If she's capable of becoming whatever people are believing her to be, I can't just will into something small. I wasn't supposed to see all of this, was I? How did you die? Did you make her a princess? Of all things, why princess? What if neither of us leave the place? Does that work? Can we just stay here? Keep people out there alone? I'm not sure. Do they know? Cares? That work? Can we just leave people out there
It
alone?
wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion.
She is the end.
Until then, the clock ticks on.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm out of questions. Think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. I want you to know that before you die for good. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Let's see what she thinks about all this. That's the only thing I can tell her. And the only thing I need is information. I can't tell him yes or no.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You're in the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. It's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. We proceed to the cabin, one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh? Oh. Kind of freaky.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Yeah?
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Did you though? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Okay. Yeah, it sure is freaky. Long quiet, but I didn't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Okay. So, what happens now?
Ever the passive player, Always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
You're just one of many?
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Well, the concept of death, right? That is scary, but there are things that need to be ending, right? Unnatural. So many stories are left unfinished. Can we just really leave? Don't you have to say all this? Why is all falling on me? So many questions before I can make a choice. If I let you out, the entire world ends for good. If you're always going to become this, then what's the point of me doing anything? There has to be another way. Just gonna down to me destroying you or letting you out. Slay the princess, slay the princess. And for us to leave this place? Don't you have any say?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Okay.
If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
That's fair. I did die a couple times. Talk it through. I still have so many questions I need to answer before you make a choice. Yeah.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
That's fair. That makes sense.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh.
Fear that pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known.
Right.
But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious.
Oh, you gotta hit me with that freaky first, huh?
It is in the nature of all things to transform. To go from known to hidden to known again.
Okay.
But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you?
The what? The fear of change?
You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown. And through that, you feared nothing.
Okay. Now, just the vessel statement directly appealed to your shared. You spoke about life and death and change, stagnation, but this wasn't even about that. It's been about. You act as though the world can exist without you, but I've existed without you. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Address the vessel statement directly. Took fear by the hand and walked through with it. Unknown. Spoke about life and death. Change, stagnation. Okay, let's address it directly. That was a rejection of fear. You broke me into your will. You want to make the world suffer and act as if you're above it all. I'm not afraid, even if I was not afraid now. The fear of others is real. You cannot hold harm to everyone suffers just because they're beyond it. That wasn't rejection of fear. You broke me to your will. I'm not afraid now. The fear of others is real.
Others cling to fear because they have not yet seen beyond it. Will you strip the world of possibility just because some refuse to see its beauty? A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it.
It's true. The
I
ghost.
offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free.
I did.
Without sin, there is no redemption.
You shared humanity. You speak about life and death, change and stagnation. As it about has been. Let's address the vessel statement. But without redemption, there can be no sin. If I never would have freed you, I would have sacrificed everything to free you again. Without sin, there is no redemption. But without redemption, there can be no sin. It's true. There has to be a way to be redeemed.
And without contrast, there can be nothing at all. Your life drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
No, you did stab me like 12 times.
But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Let's go with the vessel statement. I was blinded by emotion, we both know that. That feeling, I want that feeling back. That feeling never left. Stakes meant nothing to you, you had desire. You set that desire free, you looked at me and me looking at you forever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing but that held us back. But the feeling of betrayal, that stabbing feeling, has always been there. You can't erase everything that has happened. You always have a piece of that still in you, even though you do forgive it. That trauma still stays with you, unfortunately.
Then there's no need for you to fight with the other. Whenever you're ready, we can move together. Hand in loving hand.
I won't leave you not until you see this from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us.
It's true.
Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
Okay. The path is just a metaphor. I want to protect them. I don't want to keep anyone still. What does the path matter if it always ends? Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths and stop them from going astray? Path is just a metaphor, and I want to protect them. But the thing is, you also don't want to keep people still. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths and stop them from going astray? No. I don't want to keep anyone still. Because change is a good thing. You don't want somebody to go astray from their path. Okay. Alright. No, staying stagnant is not what I want. Even if you want to protect them, you could also shelter them too much and they won't grow. And change is a good thing.
Nor should you. Nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience. And their purpose is the same. nerves, laying upon a web of nerves, laying upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now. And you chose to pull apart that weave.
It's true.
And when the tapestry was undone, you struck at my heart. You saw me as a part of you to be exiled, but in the desire for excision, you made yourself whole. Will you still be whole if you destroy me?
Oh, okay. I don't care about being whole, I just care about doing the right thing. I miss what it was like to be together. Can we go back? I don't want to destroy you, I just want to do what's right. I didn't want to destroy them, it's true. This is when I went to go the full slay. The whole thing is just care.
Do not neglect yourself in your quest to serve others. All things are connected through me and through you. To harm yourself is to harm everything.
As the clash between you abates, begin to shape your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
Okay.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. When you're ready to grow up, how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you. Now that happened, I was told there was enough of you to preserve the meaning of existence. I'm going to trust that it's true. You fight for a better world, I'm so sorry. Your cruelty itself and I can't let you exist. It has to be something else, it can't be this. I still don't really know. I still don't fully grasp the concept. But she does believe herself on top of everything. Let me leave here.
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I mean, it's just a cycle of life too, right? The part that I hate, right? I don't disagree with the ever-changing, right? That's the only thing. Let's see it above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
Do you? I want to fight you. How do we leave? I can't let that happen. Man. I would fight for a better world. I'm sorry. There was enough for you to preserve. I can't let everything leave. Answer is, you've done everything you can to make me understand perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you could change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh. Which here are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
That's fair. I have no idea how good it is to hear you. Thoughts weren't allowed here. I thought you died in the mirror. You know, you have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
Sure is.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Okay.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I am, hero. I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh. 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 back to the cabin.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
It sure is.
Do you need me to describe things?
Oh no, you're fine. Just you and me. Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Nah, that's fair, hero. Did you describe the cabin for all time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
Ah.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
Nah, that's fair, hero.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Yeah. Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Yeah, I think so too. In all honesty, as much as I dislike them, I don't know about how I feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
You don't really know until something's gone, huh? Well, I guess you're right, hero. You take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
And you're right. It's true. You go into the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yes, I do.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
That's true. We continue
And
down
down
the
we
stairs.
go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
The knife is just for options. Not for killing. I'll sit with her. Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
That's fair. Yeah, what are we going to do?
Maybe this doesn't have to end just yet. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do.
Okay.
So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget.
Just keep doing the same dance?
Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Oh.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
What if he's saying do anything to help them? The people out there, we continue to exist. They don't continue to die and suffer? We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
For an eternity? Does that fix anything? We're talking about the right now. We know we haven't done this before. Be right with you. I don't want to be alone again. Any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
Oh. Get you if you're talking about this right now. Done this before. Put it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. It's too late. No one to do it. Would resetting do anything to help them? The people out there?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I guess? We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done it before?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
Just to do the song and dance? Just to go into the loop for the sake of people outside? You know, these things end worse. What if I make my way back here in a dip and it hurts you? What if I kill you? What if I let bring about the end of everything.
None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
Oh, that's sad. I don't know. But how do you know that? You decide this every single time forever? Eventually something's gonna be different. This isn't fair. I want to take it all back. I want to kill you. Are we sure we're gonna decide this decision every time?
I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you.
Oh.
And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
Oh, that hurts. This isn't fair.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Man. Ah, I hate it. I hate that Yeah. I mean, we're stuck in a perpetual loop that keeps from the world ending, right? And we're just gonna keep ending back here. In this forever loop. I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
Oh, man. Oh. Then we'll go in perpetual loop. In a perpetual loop for all eternity, I guess. It's the only way. It's the only way for everyone else. For the greater of the good. Even though change is good. For everybody else's safety. Maybe it is a good idea. Maybe it is a good idea for everybody else's happiness. Okay. You know what? Yeah. We'll just keep the loop. Believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
Okay, but like, don't strike me like 12 times in the chest though. Like, be more accurate with it. Yeah. I'll see you soon.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you.
Oh, that hurts. And now, we're back here.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
And now, I'm back here. So a little savey save. Anything new? Ah, man, that gave me feels. I hate it. Ah. Okay. Consider that maybe killing the princess. Can someone else do this? We consider that I'm okay with the world ending. Reward for doing this. What if we just silently go to the cabin? Yep. Then I already know. The end of the path is the cabin. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, man. Man, that gave me the feels. Oh, man. The perpetual existence of a sad existence. Oh. Even though there's the love, even though Burb loves the princess, for the good of others, the perpetual existence. Ah, God. Alright. Well, that was a good story. I liked it. And I guess for right now, the job's done. Thank you all for joining me for the stream. Oh man. Yeah, it was pretty funny and emotional. You're right. Thank you so much for playing Expressions of Gratitude. They track and order a special playlist just for you. Take a screenshot if you like to hide the UI by hiding age. Aw. Yeah. Okay. Well. And that's it. And then you get the thing to join Discord, join their mailing list, join the subreddit, make your playlists, make other games. And we'll just return to the main menu. And that's it. The game's done. The job's done.